Today at Battery Guyz Nation, we're installing a battery in a 2015 Ford F-150. For this project, you will need a 10mm socket or wrench to disconnect the positive and negative terminals on this battery. You also need a long extension as well, and a 13mm that is the most common size to take out the battery bolt that's bolting down the bracket of the battery in the truck. So we need a 13mm socket and a long extension. But just use your handy long extension and just turn that wrench clockwise until it comes out. Some has a 13, some has a 10. This one particular one had a 10-inch socket to take off this long extension for this bolt for this battery bracket. So you want to disconnect the negative first, and then you will disconnect the positive second. And this is your first time, coming to the channel, please like the video as well. Think about subscribing to the video as well and to the channel, because we are uploading daily videos of different makes and models, of installs of all makes and models of cars and trucks and golf carts and everything else you can think of. So you want to disconnect the negative, just wiggle it until it finally comes off. So we're installing a H6 back into this customer's vehicle. We're going to disconnect your positive first. Use a 10mm, tighten up that terminal on that post. Okay, next you want to go ahead and put your that battery bracket back in. And this one actually this is a 10mm. This one has a long little screw in here, so 10mm works perfect for installing the post and the battery bracket itself. So next, go ahead and connect your negative terminal on the battery itself and tighten up that post. Just turn that wrench clockwise until you feel the bolt tighten up. You can't tighten up anymore. Next, just tighten up your battery bracket. It's a long stem. Just keep turning until you finally feel it. Just keep tightening up. Just keep turning. I had the slightest idea why Ford decided to put this long battery extension into the truck like this. It takes forever to tighten down. But let's keep turning it and eventually will tighten up. So make sure you have it in properly too, because it can get kind of confusing of which way to stick it back in. So that was the issue here, that I actually had the bracket itself turned in backwards. You gotta make sure that grooves it catches on the bottom of that battery itself. See, now you see it's trying to tighten up a little bit more faster than it did before. And this is how you install a battery in a 2015 Ford F-150.